I'm going to say Black Adam is the sleeper of the year because I think Rock's going to show out in Black Adam. You can bookmark and timestamp this. I'm calling it right now. Hey, what's happening? YouTubers are back with a brand new action figure review, and after checking the polls, it looks like Black Adam won as the next figure to be reviewed. So without further ado, like we always do, let's get started with the box art first. So on the front of the box, you see the DC Multiverse logo on the bottom, the Black Adam movie logo on the bottom, and of course his name. And then on the side of the box, which you normally see with the McFarlane Toys box, movie logo at the top, Black Adam from the Black Adam movie, McFarlane Toys logo on the bottom, and then on the back, the full image of The Rock as Black Adam. All right, that's enough about all that. And then another image of Black Adam. You know, I said this during my review of the Batman movie figure, but this has to be a Guinness Book World Record for the amount of Black Adam text on one box. Like, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, I think on the top, 10. 10 times Black Adam is featured on this box. Just wanted to point this out. Whoever packaged this in the factory probably didn't give a crap and just like screw it because his legs are already coming out of the clamshell. And in case y'all are wondering, I did order this from the McFarlane Toys website because they did have it in stock. I ordered this and the Future State Superman, which is also in stock and recently reviewed yesterday. Feel free to check that out if you haven't already checked it out yet. But let's go and get them out of the box. Here's Black Adam out of the box. Let's take a look at his accessories first. And first things first, he comes with these DC base plates that you see with all the McFarlane Toys figures. And don't worry, I'm not going to toss it this time. And next set of accessories we're going to take a look at are these pair of lightning effects that just clip onto his arms. You've all seen this before. I just recently reviewed the Page Puncher's Black Adam. And these are basically the same ones that come with those figures. And if you haven't already checked out the review, feel free to check it out. And just like all McFarlane Toys DC Multiverse figures, it comes with a trading card with the image of Black Adam on the front. And then on the back is a data file on him. Feel free to pause it if you want to go ahead and read it. And just at first glance, when you look at this image and the figure, I kind of wish that the lightning bolt or the symbol right here, his logo, was a little bit grittier like it does show in the photo here. But this could also be concept art too. All right, now let's take a look at the figure itself. And let's get started with the head sculpt first. And to me, I think this looks like The Rock. There's been a lot of like mixed feelings about this head sculpt that I've seen in the toy community, but from what I see right here, I think this looks exactly like Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. It's probably one of their better head sculpts from McFarlane Toys in terms of their live action DCEU figures. I would say this is probably their best one, or probably tied with Ray Fisher's Cyborg, because these both have the actor's likeness down to a T. But yeah, when getting a closer look, you can definitely see The Rock's likeness in this sculpt. I think it looks really damn good. Let me know what y'all think in the comments below. I think they got his hair down as well. They did a pretty good job sculpting the hair. But no, this is definitely one of their better head sculpts, I think, from their live-action DC films. Like, that is definitely The Rock. I can definitely see him doing the people's eyebrow with this shit. But when taking a look at the rest of the figure, I think it's sculpted fantastic. Like, you can see the texturing on his suit looks fantastic. It's almost reminiscent of Dr. Fate's. I'll put them side by side here in a few minutes, but yeah, I love the texturing on the suit. Throughout, the whole thing looks pretty dope. I like the washed gold, like the dirty wash right here. Like, that looks amazing. The only thing I do have a complaint about, and I saw this on the ACBA podcast, they were talking about how the logo or the emblem kind of looks like a slice of Kraft Singles cheese, which, yeah, it does. Which is back to my point. I wish they would have added a little bit more dirt or made the logo a little grittier just to kind of match the attire, because I think this attire looks awesome. Let me know what y'all think in the comments below. And here's Dr. Fate side by side with the Injustice 2 helmet on there. But you can see like the texturing on his suit is almost similar to what we see on The Rock's Black Adam suit. So that's pretty interesting. Yeah, overall, I'm just really impressed with this figure. I think they did an amazing job sculpting this. In terms of articulation, it's your standard McFarlane Toys one, 22 moving parts. In terms of like the diaphragm, let's see. So let's go ahead and line it up and just see if there's any movement in the diaphragm forward. Oh, well, a little bit. But back, yeah. Again, y'all, fucking skydiving poses. But yeah, not so much movement forward. Definitely back you can get. And here's one thing I noticed. Check this out. McFarlane Toys is using a hinge, y'all. So there's no ball joints for this. It's just using a hinge, which is pretty insane to see on a regular size figure, because I've seen him do it before with other figures like the Devastator, I think, didn't have a ball joint, it had a hinge, and some other bigger figures, but that's pretty impressive to see a hinge on a regular size figure. I hope they go this route. I doubt it, but that's a nice thing to see on a McFarlane Toys figure, so you don't have to worry about the ball joints being shown. Yeah, I'm just impressed with this figure. I think overall this looks really good. And I know I'm already doing my overall thoughts. I'm saying it right now, but yeah, I'm just highly impressed with how well this figure was made. And I know, like, aesthetically, it might look like he's got some thunder thighs, but y'all have to remember this is Dwayne the frickin' Rock Johnson, yo. This dude works out in the, like, frickin' mere hours of the night when we're supposed to be asleep. This dude's yoked to the brim, so I'm not really shocked that it's sculpted like this. All right, now we're just going to jump right into size comparisons. And first size comparison, we have the DC Direct Page Punchers Black Adam and the DC Multiverse Endless Winter Black Adam. And it's wild to see that within 1 year, we've had 3 Black Adam figures. We've had comic book ones and a movie one. I think this is pretty wild, and it's also a bold statement, though. But I'm going to say Black Adam is the sleeper of the year because the last few movies in terms of superheroes and series have been disappointing. I think Rock's going to show out in Black Adam. You can bookmark and timestamp this. I'm calling it right now. Next size comparison, here he is sitting next to some more McFarlane Toys DC Multiverse figures. We have Wonder Woman from Wonder Woman 84 and Dr. Fate from the upcoming Black Adam movie. And it still irks me that this Wonder Woman is so freaking tall. She's the same height as The Rock. How does that make sense? And next size comparison, here he is next to some more DC Multiverse figures. In the live-action DCEU, we have the Target-exclusive Zack Snyder Justice League Superman and the, I don't know what this was, I guess a fan channel or PX-exclusive Unmasked Batman. But as I was mentioning, you can see this head sculpt is clearly the best out of the 3 in terms of likeness to the actor. And as a side note, with San Diego Comic-Con happening right now and during the weekend, there's rumblings that Henry Cavill might return as Superman. How dope would it be to see in the big screen Superman and Black Adam, Henry Cavill and The Rock, one-on-one? Who do you think wins? And next size comparison, here he is standing next to some Mattel figures. We have the Mattel DC Multiverse movie Shazam figure and the Mattel Elite Series, I don't know what number, The Rock figure. But in terms of likeness, who do y'all think looks more like The Rock? This McFarlane Toys Black Adam one or this Elite Series from WWE? I'm leaning more towards this one. But in comparison to the Mattel Shazam, like, we don't have a McFarlane Toys one yet, so I'm sure when the movie comes out, he'll make one. But I think this is honestly like a scale of how it would be in real life because The Rock is huge. I know Zach Levy, the actor who played Shazam, bulked up, but that dude was wearing a muscle suit the whole movie. And I think in terms of like how it would look, I think this is probably how it would look in real life, honestly. But the potential of Black Adam and Shazam fighting in the future of the DCEU is still a pretty dope concept. Now for a random ass size comparison, but still keeping it under the McFarlane Toys brand, here he is sitting next to a couple of My Hero Academia figures. We have Deku, Not Todoroki, and Ochako.
My shit in heart.
Last size comparison, here he is next to a Mattel WWE Elite Series Stone Cold Steve Austin figure.
What? Hey, Rock, you know I was in a movie too?
Oh yeah, it's impressive. What was the movie called?
Hollywood movie with Sylvester Stallone. It was called The Experience. It doesn't matter what it was called.
Alright, so overall thoughts on the figures, I definitely like it. There's definitely a fun factor when it comes to this figure, and I think a large part has to do with the actor portraying Black Adam, The Rock. Now, growing up during the Attitude Era, The Rock was one of my favorite wrestlers growing up, and I think there's a fun factor to this just because of the nostalgia, because it's The Rock. But also, I think this figure is also sculpted really well. Like, when you look at the texturing of his suit, the details on his face, like, that is the likeness to The Rock to a T, in my opinion. Let me know what you think in the comments below, but yeah, there's definitely a fun factor to this, and I do like that he's using the hinges on the wrist as opposed to those ugly ball joints. Although, admittedly, recently those ball joints have improved, I do like the hinge better. But yeah, let me know your thoughts in the comments below, YouTubers. What do you think about this figure? Are you going to be picking it up? And like I said, it is in stock in McFarlane Toys web shop. Not the cloaked one, this one only. So if you are looking to pick this up, it is readily available. But yeah, sound off in the comments below. Let me know what you think. And be sure to look out for the next review. Is going to be the Page Punchers Constantine, because that was second on the list after this. But yeah, sound off in the comments below. And like always, if you like what you see, be sure to hit that like button. If you haven't already subscribed to the channel, go ahead and subscribe. Thanks for watching.